everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today is Valentine's Day. By the time this video is uploaded, it won't be Valentine's Day, so I felt like I needed to throw that in there because I don't normally go all pink. Not that I don't like pink, I love the color pink. My nails are pink, and that wasn't for Valentine's Day. But the point is, wanted to throw that in there because I'm festive and I'm never festive on Valentine's Day, so I thought it'd be fun. Anyways, today's video is going to be my top 5 tips on how to stay organized, whether it be for school, for work, for your personal life, for fitness, whatever you want to use it for, all of these tips would still apply. So I hope you guys enjoy them, and yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So my first tip is to get a big wall calendar and write down all the big things that you have going on for the entire month. Not the small little assignments and things you have to do daily, but just like the bigger things. And what I tend to do is I have different colored pens that I like to use for different things. So for school assignments like big papers or midterms and finals, I like to use the color purple because it just helps me keep everything under the same color. I don't know, it helps me keep it more organized, and I like to see the colors. It just keeps me sane. And then when it's like things for work or like still kind of school related, I tend to use pink. You don't have to use these colors, but these are just examples of things. And then like doctor's appointments I'll do in like orange because they're kind of more important, so I like to do like the brighter urgent colors. Concerts I always do in red. Why? I don't know, but I like to write that all down because then like when people ask me to make plans, like I can look ahead and see what the big things are, and like if I have a paper due the next day, then I know to plan ahead and like start the paper early or request off of work if there's a show that day, that kind of thing. So getting a calendar and keeping it color-coded is my number 1 tip. Tip number 2. This one's actually more recent for me. This is something that I just found that I absolutely love so far, and it is an app called Wunderlist. I had never used to-do apps. I've always just written everything down because that's just how I've done it, but a friend of mine recommended like a few different to-do lists, and she said that she was soon going to try Wunderlist, so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna jump right in on that one. And I read all the reviews for it, and it seemed to be pretty positive, that other people tried about 4 other to-do lists and this one worked the best for them. So I just tried it out, and I really love how you can assign different things. So what I mean by that is you could do one for school, for work, for private. Like you can name each folder and make to-do lists for each of those folders. But then I also like how it groups it where you can click on one that says weekly, and you would click on the week and it would show you all the things you have to do that week. And I just love checking off boxes. It makes me feel successful. So for that one, I usually do that for school things or like doctor's appointments or just small things that I have to get done, like small menial tasks that I have to do every day. But I have been loving this app because when you check off the box, it makes a little like ding sound, and I'm like, yay, I did it. But anyways, yeah, no, Wunderlist is a fantastic organizing tool if you do like to see things weekly. That is a fantastic way to see things, or if you just like to see things based on categories like work, school, etc., etc. My number 3 tip is actually just to get a notepad. Like I have one that my roommate's mom gave me last year, and it has my name on top, and it's cute. And I just like to write down all of my long-term goals, like not even necessarily goals, but like long-term things that I have to get done, but there's no set due date for them. I just know I have to do them. And so I have all of those written down on like that little notepad, and I will show that to you in a second. This is where I keep my long to-do list that just continually has things that I have to get done in the long run. I can cross that off, but you get the idea. Like you just need a piece of paper and put it a place where you like tend to just like look and you're like, oh shoot, yeah, I have to do that. It's a nice little reminder. But it is pretty much my favorite way of just like reminding myself, and eventually like when I have nothing to do one day, I'll start working on that list because start checking things off. But yeah, I highly recommend writing down things without due dates that you know you have to do, especially if you're a college kid like myself. I like to write down, I have to like apply for study abroad scholarships, I have to remember to register for this additional lab type thing I have to do for my psychology class, like just all those, and my marketing class I have to register for like a meeting, I don't know, that kind of stuff. I just write that down so that I remember that I have to do that before the semester is over, and there's no like set due date except for the fact that I need to do it before I go home for the summer. So that is tip number 3, and I really recommend doing that because it's helped me a lot. Number 4 I feel like is pretty basic. This is what most people I think would think of for a to-do list. I have a planner, so organize a planner where you write down everything that you have to do for that day. That way it's more like a daily check off rather than big assignments, future things, or like, I don't know, like more menial tasks. It's like, this one is the kind of thing where like if you like to just check off boxes, you can put shower, clean your desk, small stuff like that, go to class. I literally write down class in my to-do list so I can check it off and feel successful. So that's the kind of thing. I will show you my to-do list in a second. It's kind of messy this week because I've been like screwing up. I've had so much to do this week, like so many big assignments due that I've just been like not getting everything that I wanted to done. But it is still really nice to have these daily to-do lists because it reminds you to take it one day at a time. Like that's how I think of it, because I look at the big long-term thing and I'm like, oh, like I have so much time. But it's also nice to have that long-term thing so that you can look at it and be like, okay, it's due this day, but I'm not gonna start it the day before. I have so much respect for people who can do things last minute, but I cannot. I cannot work under pressure. If somebody is like, here, you have to do an 8-page paper due tomorrow, some of my friends are like, oh, that's nothing. And I'm sitting there like, I can't start this because I'm just thinking about doing it and I just can't do it. So for me, I always start papers like at least a week in advance, which is like kind of extra according to some of my friends, but I don't know. It's just what works best for me. You know what works best for you. That's why I think having these different types of lists are helpful. I don't know. You don't even have to use all of these. If you like one specific list or calendar idea that I'm giving you, go for it, run with it, use it for everything. But I'm just giving you my personal favorite organizational tools. So, yeah. This is my daily planner. On the left side, I usually write down just big things I have, and then on the right, it's like all my tiny little to-do stuff. This planner is actually, I actually got this planner at Staples. It's just Day Designer. Every single week, it gives you a new little inspirational quote, and I love this one. I write out my to-do list either in the morning or the night before, just so I can remember what I have to do. So yeah. So my last and final 5th tip is simply to keep your desk area clean. I know that's stupid, but to stay organized, go through your paper, the papers that you have on your desk, and know what's where. Even if it's organized for you, it's the kind of thing where it's messy but you know where everything is. That's fine, as long as you know where everything is. I am a neat freak. I'm crazy. I have not a file cabinet, but a little tray on my desk where I stick all my book receipts and cards that I get and important paperwork for my job at school, that kind of stuff. I make sure I know where it is in my desk. And I also just like to keep my desk clean so that I can sit there and work and know where everything is, see my to-do lists, know what I have to do. I don't know. That's just one method that I know works for me. And again, like I said, if you are the kind of person who likes things kind of on the messier side where you just kind of know where it is, fine. That's wonderful. I give you credit. That is a very, very important part of being organized, is knowing where everything is so that you're not losing track of important paperwork and I don't know, that kind of stuff. I tend to keep planners and then random stuff in this corner. And then all my paperwork, like I mentioned, are in here. This is kind of messing with it, but it's not as neat as it could be, but you kind of get the point. Just like keeping it neat so I can do work here and eat my mac and cheese, because that's obviously a priority. But yeah, this is my desk area. It's very cute, honestly. Yeah, those are my top 5 favorite ways to stay organized, especially at school. Coming to college, those things have seriously kept me on my A game, but that has seriously helped alleviate so much stress, and I really hope that this can help you as well. I hope that this video has some tools and methods that you maybe haven't tried yet that could really help you stay organized. If there's something that I missed and you think that I should know or other people should know, please feel free to comment that down below. I'm always looking for new ways to stay organized, or if you think that any of the things I said are like kind of bad, still comment it. I love to know. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and feel free to subscribe because I like having friends. And all my social media pages are posted in the description. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys soon.